a little about me. I'm an immigrant. I'm here to take your jobs. Watch out, Jerry Seinfeld! No, for real, for real. I am an immigrant. I came to America with $9 in my pocket. Yeah. 10,000 in the bank. But 9 in the pocket. I'm not your typical Indian woman. This bindi, it's a PR thing. And people ask a lot of questions about the bindi. Why do you wear it? Is it a jewel? Is it painted on? It's nothing. It's a sticker. Okay, maybe it's a statement. Bindi on, ready to meet the in-laws. Bindi off, ready for spring break. And one question that comes up all the time is, do you have to be married to wear the bindi? Not true. But I asked my grandma, I was like, why does this question keep coming up all the time? And she said to me, no. Just tell them, any woman anywhere can wear the bindi, but married women tend to wear it more. Because when they wake up the day after the marriage, they should know where to aim the gun. She was kidding, I think. So my name is Zarna. That's not a real name. You see, my parents messed up. They misspelled it. It's as if I got up here and said my name was Melizabeth. Because Jharna with a J means waterfall in Hindi. Zarna with a Z is she's the youngest. Let the servants name her. No, it's okay. I had servants. And this permanent spelling error from the people who win every spelling bee. But I dreamt of coming to America just like Eddie Murphy. You know, when you're outside this country looking at life in here, everything looks so much more fun. Like people frolicking in hot tubs, jacuzzis, bubble baths. I mean, in India, you get water in a bucket. Like, there's buckets in America too, but they're filled with fried chicken. A shower doesn't stop here until you stop it. People fill gallons of drinkable water in a bathtub and just sit in it. Because they're sad. How can you not love this place? I love it here. And I worked so hard to come here. Any immigrants in the house? Yeah. How hard is it, right, to come here for everyone except the Canadians? No, there's always one Canadian in the room who's like, it wasn't so hard, we just drove in. Not that guy, but for the rest of us, the brownies, really hard to come here. The visa, the paperwork, years of waiting. And you get here and you find out that everybody hates everybody. The Democrats hate the Republicans hate the Democrats, pro-choice, pro-life, pro-gun, MacBook Pro. By the time I got my green card, I was like, I'm not so sure about this. The only thing everybody seems to agree on is that everybody hates Ted Cruz. See, he has a purpose. So you've heard this expression, she's 1 in a million? It's meant as a compliment. Well, I'm 1 in a billion. really, there's a billion of us. To us, 1 in a million is so cute. See, India is 1.4 billion people. Can you even imagine? For context, America is 400 million people. You have to add a whole billion to that, and then ask yourself how pro-life you would be. If Americans had to compete with 1.4 billion people for a parking spot, every street corner would have a Planned Parenthood. But speaking of the Supreme Court, my favorite judge, Judge Judy. Because of her, I went to law school. But I found out after I became a lawyer that you have to be a good lawyer to be appointed a judge. And I was the worst. I could never be neutral. I would take my own client to the judge and be like, Your Honor, my client has robbed the liquor store. Oh shit, no, my client has not robbed the liquor store. Even the judge was like, Mrs. Garg, do you know what a defense attorney does? And I could never keep a poker face. I would be like, but you and I both know he did it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to support my husband. I'm going to raise my kids. I was a stay-at-home mom for 16 years. 16 years of being home with the kids full time, I learned something. I'm not that into them. So I found the only job that keeps me out of the house nights and weekends. I mean, kids aren't even allowed in here. And I have no idea what's going on at my house right now. There could be a meth lab. But I've been married for 23 years. See, this is why I love my American audience. Because here, if you're not divorced, you're a hero. If I say the same thing back home, I've been married 23 years, they're like, so? You get married, you stay married. Do you know how marriage works? What do you want, a participation trophy? And we are very relaxed about the whole till death do us part thing. Because we believe in reincarnation. We are like, if you're stuck with a complete dud this time, then maybe next time you get George Clooney. But I have no complaints. I'm married to a really nice man. We are the perfect Indian couple. We do math for fun. We take romantic walks in the park and discuss interest rates. The last time we refinanced, I got pregnant with my third.
My dad's here tonight. Give it up for my dad. He's in the house. My daddy-o. My dad's so cool. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my dad. My dad is like Mr. Cool Guy, like life of the party, you know what I mean? Like super athletic, like really into sports. Like my dad's the kind of guy who watches a boxing match on TV as if he is in the boxing match on TV. You know what I mean? Like he'll watch it like this. It's like, whoa, Dad, are you winning? He got us involved in sports when we were younger, but not like the legit way. Only if it was free to sign up and you got a free t-shirt to play. Because if you had to pay for uniform, forget it, you can't be on that team. For instance, I ran track and field growing up, but I wasn't on a track team. My dad would just take me to the track meets on Saturday morning and sign me up. I was the only one with my number on binder paper. It would look like this. Lane 1, Lincoln High School, blue and gold. Lane 2, Gunderson High School, brown and gold. Lane 3, Anjelah. And some jeans, a t-shirt, and a pair of flip-flops. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't trained properly. Everybody else is lined up and they're professional, like, I'm a runner, this is how you start, position, except for me, because I was up there like this. Everybody on the side is telling me, like, get down in the position. I'm like, why? Why am I gonna get down? I gotta get back up to start running. I wasn't trained properly. Sure enough, the race starts, the gun goes off, everybody takes off running, except for me. I'm hiding. I thought it was a drive-by. I don't know what's happening. I was really into wrestling growing up. WWF. Right? Before it was WWE. You know what I mean? Like some old school wrestling, like some Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Ultimate Warrior, Ryder Roddy Piper, $1 Million Man, Tugboat, Earthquake, Demolition Bushwhacker. I was 7 years old into wrestling, right? You know when a kid does something good in school, you give him like a toy or a prize or something, right? Well, I'm 7. I got good grades one time. And my dad surprised me with tickets to go see WWF at the arena. It was the best day in all the 7 years I had lived up to that point. It was so cool. Me and my sister and my dad went to the arena. My mom painted our faces like Legion of Doom. We walked into that arena like we were Legion of Doom. Like they're gonna tag team us in accidentally. You know, the wrestlers come out, right? And they run to the ring and everybody's trying to get a high five from the wrestler. Well, I'm the littlest one trying to get a high five, talking about, I saw Jim Duggan! I saw Jim Duggan! Right here! Right here! Right here! But he didn't see me.
I didn't know we were broke, man. I didn't know we were broke until I was about like 13. That's when the reveal happened. Because I volunteered at a neighborhood food drive, and one of the bags was for my family. Imagine my surprise. I showed up, I was like, who are we helping today? They're like, help yourself, Gina, grab a bag, get out of here. We had a good time growing up, though, man. We always had a lot of dogs in my house, because my grandmother would always pick up stray dogs, which became my attitude towards men. That's right. I see some guy wandering the street. I'm like, are you lost, buddy? Huh? Are you lost? You want to come home with me? Huh? I have bacon at my house. We fed our dogs rice and beans just like us. The dogs would look at us like, damn, are we broke too? Like, what's going on? What's going on with this situation? One thing was great, we had to be creative. Like me and my siblings, when we would play games, we had to play broke people games. Yeah, I see some of y'all chuckling. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Broke people games are games that don't require toys or money. You just had to be creative, right? Like we had this one game we used to play called Adventure. It was just us walking around a tree. You had to hold on to the tree because if your foot touched the floor, you were out. That was the adventure part. Played another game called Paperball. You crumble up a paper, you throw it to somebody, you got to keep it in the air because if it hits the floor, you're out. The floor was an integral part of many broke people games. Which is why the floor is lava is a historically broke person game. Some of these games are passed down from broke generation to broke generation. The floor is lava is one of those games. If you played the floor is lava and you had money, you were appropriating broke culture, and we don't appreciate that. Go to a theme park. You got the money. Why you gotta take from us? We weren't broke forever. I feel like people always panic when I say that we were broke. We weren't broke forever. My parents are Latinos. They worked really hard to get us out of that situation. You know, we went from broke to, okay, we doing all right, to, oh, we got some money now. Then back down to, okay, we doing all right. Because when broke people get money, they don't know what to spend it on. You spend it on your fantasies. We got a little bit of money, and my dad bought a boat. We lived in the South Bronx. Where shall we sail, Papa? Shall we follow the pissy smell to the Isle of Manhattan? Let us away to sail.
But my mom had bought me gym shorts that was my exact size and extra small. So that wasn't very cool because it came down mid-thigh. And apparently back in the day, that was called a John Stockton. And the same kid next to me, that bully next to me, he's like, hey, look at it. Hey, don't wear your pants like that. Pull your pants down, man. Pull your pants down. And I was like, who's the gay one now? But I didn't know what to do. Everybody was looking at me, and this kid kept saying, pull your pants down. So I was like, oh, I've seen Shawshank Redemption. Maybe it's just how it works in America. So I start pulling down my shorts all the way down to my knees, all the way down to my ankle. And that same kid, the bully next to me, he's like, hey, what are you doing? Don't pull them down all the way. That's gay. And I'm like, what is not gay in this country? And apparently this other kid next to me, he's like, hey, don't pull them down all the way. Just sag them a little bit. Just sag your pants. And I didn't know what sagging your pants meant. Apparently that's a cool hip hop thing, to pull your pants down halfway down your butt. So you show everybody your And apparently that's the only not gay way to wear your pants in America. I had no idea. All these weird American things I wasn't used to. Eventually I learned how to speak English by watching a lot of TV, mainly BET Rap City. Because that was my I want to be cool, and nothing cooler than BET Rap City, right? Every music video was a slice of somebody's American dream. The first music video I saw was Jay-Z's Big Pimpin'. You guys remember that? Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' was the greatest music video of all time. It's Jay-Z and his boys on a yacht pouring champagne on this beautiful woman's face for like 4 minutes. I was like, this is America? It's amazing. That's all I wanted to do. Like before I even wanted to get into stand-up, that's all I wanted to do. I want to be a rapper. I want to be like Jay-Z and Big Pimpin'. So I started my own rap group in high school. It's a true story. It was me, my black friend Julian, and my other friend Yuji, who was half black and half Japanese. So we had perfectly 1.5 black dudes and 1.5 Asian dudes. And we called ourselves the Yellow Panthers. I know. I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. The Yellow Panthers was a real rap group, and we had a real rap song. It was called Underground Railroad Builder. I was confused. Eventually, I became a good Asian American, and I went to school to get an economics degree because that was the easiest degree that can still appease my Asian parents. But then after I graduated, I didn't want to do like econ or finance. So I went up to my dad. I was like, Dad, I don't want to do any of this. I want to go try and do stand-up. And he was like, what's a stand-up? You mean like a talk show? I was like, yeah, sure, talk show, whatever you want to call it, okay? But I want to go pursue my dreams. And he was like, no. pursuing your dreams how you become homeless. I was like, no, Dad, things are different now. We're in America, okay? In America, we're supposed to do what we love. He was like, no. Everyone does what they hate for money and use the money to do what they love.
Black parents don't put no leash on their child. You know why? Because black parents don't have to put a leash on their child. Black parents put a mental leash on their child. The mental leash stretches way further than a piece of rope. And the mental leash never leaves. You know what the mental leash is? This is the mental leash. Your mother says something to you, she tell you that shit one time. And she stare at you for about 5 seconds so you know she mean that shit. You going outside to play with your friends, your mother like, don't go past that fire hydrant. And she go in the house, don't even think about your ass. And you know, don't go past that fire hydrant. You get close to the fire hydrant, you get nervous. You're like, y'all can't catch me. Oh shit. Mental leash. And it never leaves you. Every black person in here knows what I'm talking about. The mental leash never leaves you. You ready? Black people, be in the house. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all 40, 50 years old still, before the streetlights come on. Every black person in here traumatized like a motherfucker before the streetlights come on. Because the mental leash never leaves you. Your mother teach it to you, you teach it to your kids, they teach it to their kids. The mental leash, have your black ass in this house before the streetlights come on. That should be one of the black 10 commandments. If they had a black 10 commandments, that would be like number 3. Thou shalt haveth thy black ass insideth thou house before thou streetlights cometh on. From the book of Nicolations. So I remember them days. Trying to go outside to play, my mother's like, have your ass in the house before them streetlights come on. You're like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Now, we all not from the same place, but we from the same place. So y'all know streetlights is fucked up. Streetlights don't go off on. Streetlights on a dimmer. So you never know when to leave. You're like, me and my brothers outside playing, we gotta play and watch the light. We look up first time, lights right here, we got time. Play, look up again, lights right here, we got time. Play, look up again, lights right here. I'm like, nigga. My brother like, few more minutes. Okay, we play, we look up, lights on. Oh, shit. Get to the house. My mother coming down the stairs with that belt. I told these motherfucking kids. We run down the street crying already. I'm sorry, Mommy. My mother in the doorway. Got a slide past her like it's home plate. I'm making it first. Look back to my brother. Safe. My brother behind me. My slow brother halfway down the block. We like, Ricky.
Parents want to tell their kid no, and Arab parents want to tell their kid no. The way they say no differs greatly between the two cultures. If you have Arab parents and they want to say no, they're going to make you feel like all of the problems of the world are because of you. Everything wrong in everyone's life is your fault. They will make you feel so bad that you will never ask for anything again. Like all of the problems of the family are because of you, the financial problems, your aunt who can't get pregnant. Everything, they'll bring in regional conflicts from other areas. Wars because of you, so that you never ask for anything again. Let me give you an example. If you're American and you want a bicycle, you go up to your parents, Mom, Dad, can I get a bicycle? No, Jeremy, you may not get a bicycle. Why? Because you snatched the apple from Amy's hand without asking, may I have the apple? Time out. First of all, as an Arab, there's no such thing as time. It's immediate blackout. Immediately, it happens. You wake up like 3 hours later, you have a bruise. You're like, I must have done something to deserve this because my parents are just and honest. They would never do this if I didn't deserve it. You ask the same question to Arab parents, can I have a bicycle? It varies greatly. It's like, Dad, could I get a bicycle? The situation in Syria right now, very volatile. They always give you hope. If you don't die in 2 weeks, maybe we can buy you a bicycle. But if you die, we will have thrown away the money which we need for your funeral, because funerals are very expensive. Yes. So now what happens? You're dead. We have good funeral. Then we come, let's eat. We open the fridge. There is no food. Why is there no food? Because you want to ride on the bicycle. It's okay, it's okay. I will go work. I turn on the top. There is no gas. Why is there no gas? Why? It's okay, leave me alone. Why is there no gas? Because you want to ride on the bicycle. Now we are hungry. It's okay. Now we are hungry because you want to ride on the bicycle. And they're never satisfied. Arab parents never they're like Asian parents on steroids. There's nothing. If you have Asian parents, you get good grades, you're good. Your Arab parents, nothing you do is good enough. Nothing. You could win the gold medal in the Olympics. Why? Why did you not win the diamond? Like that. There is no diamond. Really? No diamond? No diamond. No, that's only really. No diamond. Okay. No diamond. No, it's okay. It's okay. No diamond. So you're saying your father is a liar? You're saying, no, it's okay. You're saying your father is a liar? You're saying your father...
Oh, my dad has swag, man. He's 74 years old and he walks around the house like this. You know what I mean? And he's always laughing. He's like, yeah. And he's always pointing at shit that's not there. He's like, yeah. Like, my dad's a special man, you know? Like, he taught me lessons in 5 seconds or less. You know, he didn't sit me down and have long conversations. 9 years old watching cartoons. My dad walks in and goes, son, don't talk about it, be about it, and just left the fucking room. There's another reason my dad has swag. This black man has a PhD in nuclear physics. Right? Now I hear the Asian people, oh, okay. Black man plus PhD equal white man. My mom. It's my mom, calm down. My mom, she was born and raised in Korea, South Side. Now we know who doesn't watch the news in this room. But here's the thing about Asian women. They don't have filters. If they think it, they say it, it flies out their mouth. If you don't believe me, go to the airport. They all got masks over their mouths, just walking around, talking shit about people like, oh, you so stupid, you so dumb. Oh, your purse is fake. My mom has no filter. That's what I'm saying, no filter, man. I was 12 years old. My mom buys me my first pet. It's a little black Cocker Spaniel. I was so excited. I was like, Mom, what should we name it? She looks at the dog and goes, well, it's black. Let's name it Blackie. You can't name a black dog Blackie, Mom. That's racist. She go, oh, so funny, so funny. I racist, okay. You know you have black dad, right? So I live in Houston, Texas, in an all-white neighborhood, predominantly racist with a dog named Blackie. I didn't care. I was having the time of my life with the dog in the front yard. It's dinner time. My mom comes out and goes, hey, Blackie, come home. Even the racist white people were like, God damn, that bitch is racist.
Last year, I became an American citizen. I know. I can finally start dating women for love. I'm looking forward to trying it. Should be a fresh experience. Right, because I don't know if you guys know this. It's expensive to be one of you people. It is really expensive. Like, it cost me $14,000. Yeah, $14,000. If any of you question my patriotism, I could show you a receipt. Like, when the lawyer told me it was to cost $14,000, I was like, really? Even Detroit? That doesn't make sense. There's got to be discount cities, right? Like, no offense to Detroit, but they have a high crime rate. I come from a country with a low crime rate. If I immigrate to Detroit, I'd be spending 14 grand to improve my probability of getting robbed another 14 grand. And now, like I said, I live in a part of Brooklyn and it's full of immigrants. We love to talk about immigrant experiences. And one thing I noticed about being a Canadian immigrant in America is that that's a lot like playing the easiest level in a video game. I was talking to other immigrants, I cannot relate. They're telling me messed up stuff, like I crossed the Pacific Ocean by boat. It took me 9 days. I was like, I took a bus, the restroom was smelly. Yeah, and it's funny because it's like no matter which immigrant I talk to, we always get to a moment where we love to joke about how Americans keep correcting our English, and you do. Yeah, even the Canadians, right? Like whenever I say the word sorry. Yeah, there's always an American that jumps on me like, nah, it's sorry. And I'm like, take it from a country that uses it. Root word is sorrow, therefore it's sorry. I'll come to your country and tell you to say diabetes. Yeah, that's your word. That would be very rude of me to mispronounce diabetes. I do, I love it. And by the way, I know this next bit's totally gonna sound like I'm trying to shock you, but I swear to you it's true. All right, like I had to do, in order to immigrate here, I had to do a citizenship test and an interview. First question, my citizenship interview, they asked me if I ever committed a genocide. Wow. I know, yeah. I was like, why? What did you hear? I stepped on an anthill once, does that count? Right? Because like, I don't even know how many a genocide is. I do know that's the wrong time to ask. Sitting across from an immigration officer like, ballpark, what do you think? Because like, why not ask me if I murdered one person. Isn't that enough not to come to your country? Although I'm a little flattered that they looked at me like I don't think one would satisfy him. He looks like he went to town on a town. And I also love that people in this country think that guys who commit genocide are known for their honesty. That is very optimistic. Like, you'll never catch me unless you ask. I may kill a ton of people, but I never lie. I was raised right. So I answered that question. I answered several more questions. Final question of my citizenship interview, they said, if you naturalize in America, are you willing to go to war for this country? I was like, holy fuck, why? To commit genocide? Yeah. Because now I'm starting to feel like the other question's a trick question, you know what I mean? Maybe I should have answered that differently. I know, but I made it. I'm now a dual citizen of both Canada and America. That's the best. I know. Yeah. Right? I get access to free healthcare and Hawaii. Like, I recommend being dual citizen to everyone. Definitely. Get a backup country in case one slides into the ocean. And don't get me wrong, America's a fun option. Wow, it feels so exciting here. Everyone hates each other. It's interesting. It's interesting to watch. You guys do. You can't agree on anything. Pick a topic. Here's a good one. Did you know in 26 states, you're allowed to marry your cousins? Yeah. And in 24 states, you can't. That's almost right down the middle. You guys can't agree on cousin love. That's how fractured your country is. Like in 24 states, you guys are like, that's gross. And in 26 states, you're like, you haven't even seen my cousin. You do it too. Cheryl's hot. I know. And the other thing I notice about your country is, oh my God, you guys are so culty about your post-secondary education. You are. I've toured around the world. This is the only country where I've seen people introduce themselves with it. Like, come up to me, hi, I'm John, I went to Stanford. I'm like, hi, John, stop living in the past. You're in your 40s, what have you done since? Right, like, am I the only one? I hate it when people education flex. I'm a dick every time. I don't care. You could come up like, hi, I went to Harvard. I'm like, oh, never heard of it. Is that a sandwich? I love a Harvard. Let's make one. Right, because you guys do this weird thing where you go to your university, right? Then you graduate, then you become alumni, and then get this, the university asks you for money. What balls? What balls? They put you 6 figures in debt, and then they have the nerve to call you up like, hey, got any more? Wow, even though they gave you a degree, they still think you're stupid. That is hilarious. It's like, this is how messed up the education system is in this country. Last year, 40% of undergraduates dropped out. 40%, that's high. All right, now listen, I'm not saying that you need to make classes easier. No, keep them as hard as they are. What I am saying is maybe we should stop asking 17-year-olds what they want to do for the rest of their life when they're 17. Yeah. Like, isn't that a little young? Right? Their brains, they're not even fully formed. And then their parents and their teachers, who they trust, back them against a wall. Like, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? Have you made a decision? What are you going to do? It's like, well, I just learned that I could drink alcohol out of my butt. I mean, I guess I'll weld.